Information from the annual Unidos U.S. conference where the President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, was expected to deliver a speech as part of his campaigns to win voters ahead of the forthcoming election indicated that the president has tested positive to COVID following his campaigns earlier in the day at Nevada. A video of the announcement was made available through the live broadcast on Facebook page of President Joe Biden, whose handlers have hooked up to the event to cover and broadcast the expected president's speech live through Facebook from the venue in Las Vegas. Unidos U.S. President and CEO, Janet Mogul, took to the podium on Wednesday, saying, Biden spoke with her on the phone apologizing for not being able to make it. Thank you all so much for your patience and understanding regret. I was just on the phone call with President Biden, and he shared his deep disappointment at not being able to join us this afternoon. The president's been at many events, as we all know, and he just tested positive for COVID, said Janet Mogul. The 81-year-old was expected to speak to a room full of Hispanic voters in the swing state ahead of the November election, in which he will contend with the former president of USA, Donald Trump, who earlier in the week narrowly escaped death after a gunman shot at him severely while on stage campaigning at Butler, Pennsylvania. The former president sustained injuries from one of his ears hit by the bullets. Officials at the White House have stated that Biden is experiencing mild symptoms. They also added that the president is vaccinated and boosted. Earlier today, following his first event in Las Vegas, President Biden tested positive for COVID-19. He is vaccinated and boosted, and he is experiencing mild symptoms. He will be returning to Delaware, where he will self-isolate and will continue to carry out all of his duties fully during that. Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has sent the lawyers of the former Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, to the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, LPDC, for investigation following their actions in handling the case of 80.2 million naira alleged fraud committed by the former governor. According to a news statement from the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the court asked the LPDC to investigate the lawyers who are senior advocates of Nigeria for misconduct for failing to produce Yahaya Bello in court. The news release reads in quote below those. Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja on Wednesday, July 17, 2024, turned down an application by a former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, seeking a stay of proceedings and stalling of his arraignment in the alleged 80.2 million naira money laundering charge instituted against him by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Also, the court has asked the Legal Practitioners Disciplinary Committee, LPDC, to investigate Bello's counsel, Abdulwahab Mohammed, SAN, and Adeola Adedepe, SAN, for professional misconduct for reneging on their undertakings to produce the former governor for arraignment. The court had on June 27, 2024 slated Wednesday for ruling on an application by the EFCC's lead counsel, Kenny Pinheiro, SAN, praying the court to hold Mohammed and Adedepe for contempt of court at the resumed session of the court on Wednesday. Mohammed tried frantically to persuade the court to allow stay of proceedings, arguing that appeals have been entered at the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division. Both prosecution and defense counsels held the court in fiery arguments over the ruling. Pinheiro submitted that Bello's lawyers were only trying to arrest the ruling meant for Wednesday on their failed undertakings to produce their client for arraignment. He cited several. Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has ordered the Inspector General of Police to mobilize his men to reinstate Philip Shaibu to continue his constitutional duties as Edo State Deputy Governor, ruling that his impeachment by the State House of Assembly is illegal and politically motivated. Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja passed the judgment on Wednesday. Justice Omotosho, while delivering judgment in the lawsuit brought before the court, ordered that Shaibu be reinstated to office because the Edo State House of Assembly failed to comply with due process in carrying out impeachment on him. Justice Omotosho also set aside the appointment of the new deputy governor who was appointed by the Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki, to replace Shaibu. The court held that the allegation on which the House of Assembly based the impeachment proceedings was untenable in law and did not constitute gross misconduct. He ordered the Inspector General of Police to provide him with needed security to enable him to resume office and perform the functions of the office until the end of his tenure. Justice James Omotosho held that the removal of the plaintiff, Shaibu, from office as Deputy Governor of Edo State and the subsequent appointment of Omomayo Godwins as his replacement by the Governor of Edo State was illegal, unconstitutional, null and void. Reports from news reporters that covered the court proceeding indicated that the court held there was a breach of the provisions of the procedure laid out in Section 188, 1-9 in the way and manner the impeachment process was conducted. The court noted that the ouster clause in Section 188, limiting the jurisdiction is not a stand-alone provision. The court referred to the decision of the Nigerian Supreme Court in Inakunju vs. Adeleke, 2007. Justice Omotosho held that the impeachment was politically motivated.
Bringing you the news in a more digital way.